Araghchi has dismissed US President Donald Trump's suggestion of normalizing ties with Israel, calling it wishful thinking. This comes as Trump had earlier suggested that Iran could join the Abraham Accords, a peace agreement signed during Trump's first term under which Israel normalized diplomatic relations with 4 Muslim-majority nations. Meanwhile, Araghchi has also stated that Russia relayed a message from Israel that it is looking looking for a new war with Iran. Listen in to what Araghchi has had to say.
طرح ابراهیم از اون جهت که حالا با یک نام مقدس آمیخته شده، ولی بنیان این طرح یک طرح خائنانه هست برای محروم کردن مردم فلسطین از حقوق خودشون و شناسایی یک رژیم جعلی و اشغالگر و عادی سازی روابط با یک رژیم اشغالگر و جنایتکار و نسل کش و کودک کش. هیچ به هر حال جرمی نمونده که این رژیم انجام نداده باشه. هر صفتی در این جهت برازندش هست. موضع جمهوری اسلامی ایران از ابتدا کاملا روشن بوده و روشن هم هست. این اصلا تناسبی با آرمان‌های ما نداره و هیچ وقت اتفاق نخواهد افتاد. که روس‌ها گفتن رو بله. ظاهراً 3 شب پیش 4 شب پیش یک تماس تلفنی بین نتانیاهو و آقای پوتین بوده. صبح روز بعدش سفیر ما رو دعوت کردن به ریاست جمهوری و همین مطالب رو گفتن از طرف آقای نتانیاهو که ایشون تاکید کرده بوده که قصد جنگ مجدد با ایران رو نداره و قصد درگیری مجدد رو نداره.
Still with us on the broadcast is Dr. Wael Awad. Interesting statement coming in from Donald Trump. He's, of course, commented on the Abraham Accords and now stating that Iran could also be a party to it. But if we are aware of the geopolitics of the region, it's very obvious that the Iranian regime, which has recently slammed Israel as well over its commitment to the ceasefire, would not agree to this, and it's obviously come out and stated that it's wishful thinking. Yet despite all of this, do you think Trump coming out and making these big claims is just to feed into the optics of him being a deal maker, a peacemaker?
Well, exactly. I don't think he understands the history of the region very well. He is not well acquainted with the development since 1948, where the division of Palestine took place, and 55% of the original Palestine, was given to the minority Jews, while the Arabs, Palestinians, were giving 45% of it, and they never had a state of the Palestinian. Currently, what we are talking about is 7.5% of all the remaining of Palestine that Israel have totally conquered and occupied. So I think we are more worried about the actual plan after this ceasefire. What is the exact plan going to happen? What is next after Gaza? I think after Gaza is West Bank, where the Israeli wanted to totally or partially annex the West Bank where all the Palestinians living. So let's see what will happen to the 5.5 million Palestinians living inside Israel and Palestine. What Israel going to do? So therefore, nobody can buy the American as a peace broker, by the way. I mean, the deal between the America and Israel is gone since Herzl, the American president, 1900 and 917, where the Israelis were subjugated into all kind of the Jews in Europe. They were expelled and they were sent into the Palestine and into United States. And 1948, the Herzl have voted to support an Israeli state. So now we could see that the continuous war on Gaza and West Bank is nothing but with the blessing of the United States. So we can't give him a clean sheet that America is serious about peace in the region. America is difficult. You know that nobody is understanding the actual situation here. Let me explain it to you. Israel does not want it to be integrated into the region. Means they don't want it to have a good neighborhood, because the good neighborhood does not solve or does not satisfy the right wing in Israel who believe in the greater Israel. So therefore, they wanted to be part of the region, yes, but as a dominant force. As a dominant force, they can expand at the coast of Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Saudi Arabia and Iraq, because that's what they call the Greater Israel. So now, to speak of peace according to your president's plan, I think it's a joke. It's a more of a rhetoric. It's more of a show in front of the cameras, in front of the world. But if you wanted to have peace, implement the UN Security Council, end occupation, end settlement, give the Palestinian right of existence side by side with the Israelis. Then we can have peace in the Middle East.
All right, so with that, I would like to thank you for taking our time sharing your analysis with us on NewsX World. With that, viewers, we shift our focus away from the Middle East towards Europe. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has urged US President Donald Trump to broker peace in Ukraine, just as he has done so in the Middle East. This was expressed during a phone call where Zelensky emphasized that if Trump could stop one war, others could be stopped as well. Now, this call has come after Russia launched a large-scale attack on Ukraine's energy grid, knocking out power to parts of the capital Kiev and 9 other Ukrainian regions. Meanwhile, the Russian airstrikes on the church in Kostyantynivka region of Ukraine has left 2 people dead and 4 injured.